And then this, we talk about this a lot, and this has come up with a lot of things is, guys, properties are taking a little bit longer to sell. Properties are having more price reductions. And so please keep in mind how much the time on market matters. Greg, you talk about it all the time. And this really shows how much it matters from when you go under contract to when you actually have your full closing of off your original asking price based on the days on market. And I like how NAR breaks it down even in that first 2 weeks.
I have a comment that I probably should have talked about a long time ago, and that is that you would expect, Sarah, that if a property is on the market and it's overpriced, that it will end up selling for significantly less. It'll sit for a while and sell for less because it's overpriced. So, you could say, well, it makes sense that if a property's been on the market for a long time, that the price cut on pending and price cut on closing, that those are going to be higher, and they should be, because the longer it sits, probably the more overpriced it was. That being said, there are numerous studies that compare apples and apples. And the apples and apples are homes that would comp out to be about the same, so that they should sell at about the same price. The cumulative effect of time on the market actually causes the homes that sat, to end up selling for less than they should, less than they would have. That is quantitatively proven that this home, had it sold early on, should have sold more around the same price as other homes like it have sold. But instead, because it sat, it ended up actually selling for X minus a substantial amount of money. So these percentages that Sarah shows you, they could certainly have, and in many cases, I expect Sarah do have in it the fact that most likely, many of these sellers may have overpriced their homes, and that's a part of it. But quantitatively, and that's where our 7.8%, is so effectively a characterization of what we do. The bottom line is that in the Phoenix market, the last graph you showed us, for Cydia, which is our approved brokerage, showed that the Cydia time on the market was 20 days. I believe that was for July. And the MLS marketing time was 46 days. So Cydia is selling homes, in less than half the time. And then they were selling them for several percent, across the board, higher prices than the competitors. Now, this is apples to apples, selling them for considerably higher prices than competitors. And most fascinating, the competitors, the other firms and agents in MLS, were on average selling their homes for something like 12 to 14,000 below original asking price, where I believe the 72 sold Cydia numbers was just $500 below asking price, as I recall from that. Is that correct, Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So that shows you right there that the power of having a program, having 12 different things you do that correct 12 mistakes that traditional agents commonly make, and how correcting those mistakes can not only create a better perception in a buyer's mind to write a higher offer, but also result in the home selling more quickly. And if you add those two things together, that amounts to a big dollar difference in sellers' pockets.